Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Now, looking at our journal, we have quite a bit going on here at Sharess's Caress. So, just looking at the map, we can see we've got the toy maker here that we were investigating for the explosives, the investigator who was dealing with the death of Father Lorgan, we can report what we found, and then we have find Orpheus, Kithrak Voss, and the Githyanki warrior. Or free Orpheus, help Kithrak Voss, and the Githyanki warrior, which I guess are three separate quests that all feel like they're talking about essentially the same thing in Sharess's Caress, but Sharess's Caress is here and they're pointing there. Not sure the deal there. Well, let's head on in. We'll deal with the two quests that are in here first, and then decide from there.
Welcome to the Caress, an oasis of pleasure.
Sure.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
I don't think so. The Raphael's dwarf friend, did she say she was going to meet us here? Is that who she's talking about? Spot on, that sounds delightful. Not my first choice, but I wouldn't say no. Way off, I'm afraid. Or can we not talk about this? Which sounds like you're agreeing, but wanting to just move on anyway. Sure, can we not talk about this?
Sweeting, are you blushing? There is no shame in pleasure, even less when the pleasure is pain. It's Fion you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Will the stern librarian of yours be back tomorrow? You have drow escorts on hand. That does sound tempting. Are there other options for companionship? Or just leave? I think I'm just gonna move on. You are the one I was thinking of. I saw her standing here before we talked. Corilla. I'm pretty sure that's Raphael's dwarf friend. Unless I'm mixing her up. But we've seen her a few times.
I want to have a word.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again. Even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece.
Have I not?
Rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
We meet again. I'll go see him. We have unfinished business. So Raphael is here. What does he want with me? He should have stayed home. I have no intention of speaking with him. No, I will definitely talk to him while we're here. What does he want with me?
He wants to help you save the world. What else? Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Uh-huh. Okay, so these people, many of them have names. So I guess we will talk to them.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Hell's darling. Another sip and I'm like...
These camera angles.
Other anchoring for spicier flavors. How about you give me a taste?
I mean, the camera angles weren't all right here, but is everything all right here? I think it's time you get out of here, buddy. Or watch silently. Is everything all right here?
Right as falling rain. What's it to you, chuffer?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
Let her handle the situation. She's comfortable. I see no reason to get involved. I can intimidate to get out before I throw you out, or deception, distasteful behavior. Your ranking officer should know about this. No, we'll let her handle it.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Wow.
Drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Okay. Ooh, a cat.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering.
It is amusing how many cats in this game act like royalty. There have been a few that haven't. Like the kid that's apparently now staying at our camp. Their cat is super skittish. But yeah, as someone who owns cats, seeing cats that are just like, oh yeah, I am the owner of this place. These are my humans. Why should I? Your eyes are two beautiful jewels that strike fear into the most complacent rats. Your paws are fit to overturn only the daintiest crystalware. Your glorious tail could trip an unsuspecting servant with the grace of an empress. I've got better things to do than compliment a cat, or try and pet the cat. I'm not going to insult the cat. Cats are great. Your glorious tail can trip an unsuspecting servant with the grace of an empress.
Oh, you flatterer. But you are, of course, correct. My tail is quite the marvel. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved.
Yep. What's that shady pair over there whispering about? Do I want to know about who's through those fancy curtains? What are your thoughts on the clientele as a whole? I don't know which of these questions is better. What's the shady pair over there whispering about?
Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink.
Do I want to know about who's through those fancy curtains?
The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on the clientele as a whole?
That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me.
Ooh.
He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
That's Raphael. Well, thanks for the information, Kira the cat. Tonight at Sharessa's Caress. Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler, the highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed. Okay, there are people who are just citizens. Earspoon and Borgus Elemen. Earspoon.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers.
You're with the
Is
guild.
it name you know? Nine Fingers is the head of the guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
Deception. Talking about Nine Fingers, I've got business with her. Perception, listen in on the conversation, or just ask if I can join. No, let's not ask if we can join. Ugh. Perception, we don't have any bonuses. So we would just be rolling it flat. We'd probably get our New Beginnings bonus for a +3, and then I could probably give myself guidance. So I could possibly pull it off. Favorable Beginnings, which apparently is a +4, not a +3. Why does that show up for deception but not for perception? Interesting. Well, I think it'd be smarter to start out by not letting on that I'm listening, but I'd likely fail that. And apparently my deception is so good that we can just jump in their conversation and they won't think anything about it. So I might as well. Talking about Nine Fingers, I've got business with her. Might as well toss on the guidance, you know, so I can have a +18 to 21 on this DC 10 check. Madness. Nat 20, of course. Could have been like a 41 on the roll if it calculated it up.
Oh, yeah. Seems everyone's got business with her. Heard the gal met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. Hey, you still lurking about? I don't remember inviting you to the party.
Use Zent. So that guy's part of the Zentarum. Someone new... A new kingpin. I was thinking they were talking about Orin, but then they said he. So are they talking about... what's his name? The soon-to-be new leader of Baldur's Gate. Starts Gortash? Maybe? Too many names. I think Gortash. Maybe I'm mistaking. I know who I'm thinking of, but yes. Maybe that's who they're talking about, is sort of taken over to be the new kingpin. Sounds like an interesting business. I'd like to take part. Detect thoughts, which we'd do okay at, possibly. And you're airing private matters in a brothel, or just attack. Persuasion, of course. This sounds like interesting business. I'd like to take part. Terrible roll, but we're probably still okay. No! Not quite. Ah, roll again. We had 4 rolls. So better to use them before I earn more and have them just go to waste. There we go. Should have been an easy check, so wasn't really worried.
Subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me.
Okay.
Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
That is good to know. So we need to talk to you. What do we have down here? Okay, so that's the cellar leading to the kitchen, or not cellar, but the kitchens. A locked double door to a room that we can't see on the map yet. Interesting. Hello, chef.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type.
It's the teeth, isn't it? Got any food going spare? Not looking for service, thank you. I can do better than you anyway. I could show you pleasures your husband never could. I'm not looking for service, thank you.
Thank the gods. I've had too many miscreants think my kitchen's just another themed playroom.
You got any food going spare?
I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it.
Oh, we already established I really don't need to buy any more food, so if you were just giving it away, you know, maybe.
Now get out from under my feet, would you?
Apologies. Guess all we've got left is to go upstairs. Random citizens. I guess let's talk to you now. We solved your murder.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria!
Yeah, no.
Lunatic. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple.
Yes.
Bet she's put you up to something.
Yeah, she asked us to actually solve the murder. I'm just here to drink. Afraid so. I found new evidence, investigator. She asked me to find Lorgan's real killer, seeing as you couldn't be bothered. Dude, I am more skilled at talking than to just come out and say it, though that is the truth. Afraid so. I found new evidence, investigator.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Who's Devella? Good question. Father Logan's murder is just one part of a bigger plot, a ball plot. Yes. Found the murder weapon you missed in the tunnel under the temple. Also yes. A group of shape-shifting assassins were under the temple, along with more murder victims. Also correct. And I haven't found anything about. Who's Devella?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
I hope I can give him all of the evidence. But if we can just give him the note about the ball plot and the assassins, that will at least clear up Father Lorgan's murder, along with the Duke Stelmane, because they were both on that list. So that should help recombine those two cases into a single bigger case. Father Logan's murder is just one part of a bigger plot, a ball plot.
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
It's not a theory, I have proof. This document contains information connecting the murders of the Ballist Resurgence. Baldur recruiting initiates to his cult. Committing murder is how they receive an invite. Reserve judgment until I undertake further investigation. Why should I tell you? Doesn't sound like you even care. Very true. Isn't it your job to come up with theories? Yeah. Anyway, I have proof. This document contains information connecting the murders of the Ballist Resurgence.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
Ooh, we've got a pass to get into the city.
Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Actually, you're the investigator. You have a conspiracy to solve. I was just trying to be helpful. Anything else up here? Lots of random citizens. Good they don't have names, because then I don't have to talk to them. Then we go upstairs again, or we can go outside. But you also are nameless citizens. Alright, this door goes here. to a locked door to there. We'll check that out. I guess now. There's nowhere else that this goes to. So we've got that door. We could possibly hop over here to go in this door. I mean, I could certainly fly over there. Let's check out this door, see if we can get in. Is it locked? Yeah. We don't have the key. But we have an Astarion. Just want to see a die roll show over 40. Because it would be funny to me. But no. Anyway, it wasn't red, so this shouldn't be getting us in trouble for going in here. Oh, it's a bathhouse. Okay. Oh, hello. Fistjara and Naozi Nalento? You guys are not very well dressed. Sorry for barging in.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Yep, apologies.
Parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
Okay, so this fist is with the cult. You aren't safe, get out of here now. I assume that's us telling the non-fist person to run. It looks fun, mind if I join? Whoever you think I am, you're mistaken. I doubt that's going to work, since it's not giving us a deception check. This looks personal, I should leave. Yeah. I don't think we're going to talk our way out of this. Seems to be receiving orders from the Absolute. So just, you aren't safe. Get out of here now.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony.
What part of run did you not understand?
Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
She's turning into a mind flayer. You should run. Is there any way that I can save her? She's not even on the initiative. By the 9 hells, that's not good. Very true. Yeah, sorry we interrupted your date. I was looking for Raphael. I thought he was upstairs. Alright. This has gone poorly. We are still low on health and whatnot because I keep not resting. So yeah, good times. Menacing attack. Ooh, good crit. Oh. You are nearly dead already. You only had 65 health as a level 10? I mean, feel free to die, please. You're welcome. I saved you. Alright, you're not gonna loot? Hello? I can't open the inventory there? Okay. Cool. Hi. Sorry.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver.
Yeah, that thing could have killed you, and you're musing on its beauty. I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I'm not going to fault her for that. Your kind is dead. I thought you'd be more upset. One word, yuck. They are beautiful indeed, and most lethal. I mean, I don't want to mock her choice of interest, though she seems to be pretty open to whoever she likes. Because it's not that she only liked the Mind Flayer appearance. Whatever. It could have killed you, and you're musing on its beauty?
How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat.
Huh. Don't we have something that's supposed to be giving us bonuses on insights? I think I just keep failing them, which is a shame. Well, then I'm glad you're safer. Damn, almost as disturbing as the Mind Flayer. I feel like she's doing some sort of magic to us. The fact that she can intensify our gaze and it causes our breath to quicken and our hearts to skip a beat. Like, it's possible that we just find her very attractive, but you would think I would get a choice for that. The fact that it's just happening to me feels like a magical effect that I failed to insight the nature of. Well then, I'm glad you're safe.
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful.
Well, thank you. What? No, you're just a level 1. Was wondering if there was more to her, but she seems stat-wise to be a very basic commoner. So, no, I don't think she had anything notable going on. I'm gonna loot your room. Why is the inventory not working? I can pull up my own inventory. But I can't open any chests. Huh. Oh, hello. Switch to Astarian and then suddenly it works. Or at least this opened up suddenly. So she's giving us Superior Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. Sounds great. If we go back to Varric now. Nope, he still can't use chests. Astarian, can you use chests? Yes. Alright. Well, hope that's just a temporary bug, and next time I close and reopen the game, that'll fix itself. Because I would much rather be able to loot than not. Archducal Coronation Admission Pass. Hello. This pass grants access for bearer and entourage to Worms Rock Audience Hall for the ceremony of Lord Gortash's elevation to Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I mean, I'd like to... No, take it. I would like to stop the coronation, but I suspect that's not going to happen. Ooh, Shressa's Crest room key. Might as well grab that while we're here. Oh, I didn't even see that we had rooms over on this side. That's probably the other rooms I was looking for. You're locked. You're open. The open one is probably Raphael. Yeah. Let's toss down a save before I get someone else murdered. And have a look in this one first. Again, it's not red, so we won't get in trouble for doing this. We just might upset some people. Oh, nat 1. Come on, Astarion. Try again, use another thieves tool. We have infinite. Not technically infinite, but basically infinite. 33. Alright, what do we have here? A surgical bed? Wonder if this is the room of the librarian. Given the large amounts of books, as well as chains. A surgical bed. Rules of the reading room. Anyone caught pleasuring themselves in the library will be tethered to the bookcase of chained books. Any wizard caught examining the special collection without express permission will be commanded to read aloud to the whole library the passage they were enjoying. Anyone breaking the silence of the library will be promptly gagged. Sure. Let's check out the books. Oh, of course, we can't check out the books. Astarion, let's check out the books. Overlapping lines. I don't know if I want to read the books here in Shressa's Caress, if I'm honest. The publication describes itself in the introduction. The semi-annual magazine of drawings and tales telling stories of famed heroes of Baldur's Gate by their admirers, open to submissions from the public. Yoshimo is willing. A revisionist sensation novella with a blurb. In this alternate history sex adventure, the one and only Yoshimo does not betray the Ballspawn. In fact, he does almost anything the Ballspawn asks for, very readily. Cool. Spell scroll. Music box, sponge, none of that matters. Wardrobe might have some fancy clothes that I'll never bother putting on. It does not. It has strapped choker, leather ensemble. Is it just pants and a choker? Why not? More spells. Born to be Wild. This unlicensed and certainly libellous pamphlet describes its contents. In this magical adventure, the one and only Eleminster explains the inaccuracies to Volo as if his account of the mating rituals of the Feywild with very graphic demonstrations. The Quarta Soon. An excerpt from The Quarta Soon, a guide to sexuality, eroticism, emotional fulfillment. Detailed diagrams accompany every page. On your journey to sensual alignment, treat each passionate encounter as a dance. Your movement should flow from one to another, like a river through the mountains. For instance, it would likely be uncomfortable for you and your partner, or partners, to move immediately from the Bugbear Bend into the Underdark Choke. Instead, after strenuous positions, gentler ones, such as threading the weave or transitive plane, are encouraged. It is also important to treat your partner's care post-encounter as the final step to this dance. Recipes for scented oils for exhausted muscles, tea blends for sore throats, and massage tips can all be found in later chapters. Sure. Ooh, a journal. A dog collar. This world of ours is rife with incredible power. The boom clap of lightning and thunder, the cycle of life and death inherent to flame, the flash of illumination in a ray of light. The devotee to the school of evocation dances among his powers, guiding it with their own will. Key terms: element, empowerment, creation, effects. Key concepts: fire, frost, thunder, light, earth. Well, that seems like a perfectly normal book. Let's read your journal. He's getting worse. The whispers, the night terrors, the blood. I know he's hiding something, and the others in the flop house know it too. I've seen how they look at him, how they look at me. They're scared of him. I can't blame them. I am too. Someone in the flop house. I mean, the flop house is where we found the information about the Ball cult murders. We also found the vampire spawn. Probably it's the Ball spawn murders, but I can't rule out, you know, the blood that they might be talking about vampires. I'll take it. Grab all the things. You never know when it'll be important to have that on hand. I'm not going to take the dog collar. 2 books. The Butler's Cane has a knob on the end. This comedy of errors centers around the butler, Vincent Raspington, who, though he is a silly dragonborn with stiff manners and generally baffled attitude to the goings-on of fine, fair ladies and their gentlemen, ends up going arse over tea kettle into extremely erotic situations with the local nobility. Needless to say, he's unprepared for it. There's a particularly good sequence in which Vincent, a 7-foot-tall dragonborn, must pretend to be a shy little gnome named Missy Wimplesnatch during a banquet. Guffaw, fnar, hee, ho, hum, etc. And The Warrior of Love. This compendium of smutty tales advertises itself on the back. A paladin of Sune gets a summons from their goddess, a mission to lie with someone from every town in the Sword Coast to prove their devotion to love. Well, that was certainly a thing. The Devil's Den. How long have you stayed here, Raphael, to where you have a plaque by your door? I think we've been in these other rooms. Probably. I mean, there is a room downstairs we hadn't been to yet. But I think I'm going to end this episode here. Next episode, we will pick up with going in and talking to Raphael and figuring out what he's got going on. But I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.